on. According to reports, Air India 171 crash victims in some cases were sent the wrong remains, is what we are getting to know. The shocking news has come from United Kingdom, where families of the plane crash victims have now reported receiving the mortal remains of unknown passengers instead of their own loved ones. As per reports, relatives of one victim were forced to abandon the funeral plans after being informed that the coffin contained the body of an unknown passenger. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is expected to address the issue with his Indian counterpart, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during the latter's state visit to UK next week. Anand on the telecast with me. Anand, shocking revelations. The mortal remains of the passengers who died in that tragic air crash have somehow, the bodies have been swapped. The victims' families at this point in time are complaining that they have not received the mortal remains of their loved ones. In fact, the bodies have somehow been swapped with the relatives of the victims of other families.
Yeah, Megha, this is a shocking news that has emerged from United Kingdom, where several of the family members of the crash victims that involved the AI-171 Boeing Dreamliner crash that took place on June 12 in Gujarat's Ahmedabad. So clearly, some of the families have complained that they received the mortal remains of not their loved ones, but it belonged to some unidentified person. So clearly, this was revealed after the DNA test was carried by some of the doctors over there. And now what we have learned from the sources that the Prime Minister of UK, he will be also raising this issue with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who will be visiting United Kingdom from today onwards. So clearly, this issue will be brought up with him during his visit. And it is worth to mention, Megha, that 52 of the passengers on that ill-fated AI-171 London Gatwick-bound flight were British nationals. So clearly, one or two families have received this kind of coffin in which there were bodies which were not belonging to their family and it was of some unidentified person which have been sent wrongly over there. So clearly, this issue is going to be a very challenging one, as several of the families had planned to conduct the last rite funeral of their loved ones, and which had to be postponed following this incident. Back to you, Megha.
Right, absolutely. Has there been any statement that has been released by the Aviation Minister or the DGCA or the authorities who were handling this very sensitive operation? There are unfortunate details coming in. The wrong mortal remains being sent to the family members of the victims of the Air India air crash that took place in Ahmedabad a few weeks ago.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.